When I left my Xbox 360 for PC gaming back in, God, what was it, like mid to late 2014, I left it for one main reason. This wasn't like the utmost biggest reason of all time. It was mostly just because I like PC gaming more. But one of the bigger reasons why I left console gaming and like just everything, because I had a PS3 too, but you know, PS3 had free online. But anyways, I was planning on getting a next gen console, but the reason I moved to PC, okay, was for one reason and one reason alone mostly. It's because why should I pay to play online? I want you guys to really think about this, okay? Truly just sit down, push aside your love for your consoles, right? And just think about this. You buy, at least nowadays, I mean, back in the day it was expensive, but nowadays you pay, God, what is it, like, about half a grand. Let's just make this even. About half a grand, okay, for your console. Right, and then you pay $60 every game these days, unless it's some indie game, is $60. And then you pay, I would assume this is a year thing. I think the same thing applies for the Xbox and the PS4 now. You pay $60 a year, or unless you want to do some other kind of deal, to pretty much just play your games that you've already paid full price $60 for online, which you're also paying monthly. Are you starting to see how stupid this is? Okay, if you go back to like 2004, when I think Halo 2 came out for the original Xbox, this is one of those games where that was when online gaming was starting to become one of the big things on the consoles. But see, because the thing is, we as the PC people have had online gaming since I'd say when it really blew up was like Counter-Strike back on the PC, of course. That, you know, you would have these lobbies where you could do it yourself, or you could connect to somebody else and just play Counter-Strike, and that became its own game, and people were playing that, and I think, like, what was it, Quake, a bunch of other just crap tons of shit back in the day, and I mean, for absolutely free. The only thing you had to pay for was your internet. It was kind of different back then. I think you had to pay, like, depending on how much you used. I don't remember. God, it's been like, man, it was like almost 20 years. It's almost been, actually, not 20 years. Whatever, you get my point. But yeah, it's been a long ass time. But we have had that for so long. And yet you console people, to this day, are still paying $60. And now it looks like, you know, PS4 is doing the same thing. They bumped it up to $60 to play games online. Games that you've paid full price for, mind you, on internet that you're paying monthly for. Do you guys seriously see how stupid this is? And the funniest thing is, when the PS4 bumped its price up from, what was it, like $50, I think, to $60, the entire, you know, PlayStation community is going nuts. And I'm just sitting there like, when, didn't you guys go nuts when they said you had to pay for it compared to the PS3, which is absolutely free? And I love the fanboys who have no idea how anything works. Love to come out of the woodwork and say, well, these companies need the money to keep the services online. It's like, no, they fucking don't, okay? These are companies, especially Microsoft, who are multi-billionaire companies, okay? Sony and Microsoft right now are sitting pretty. Yeah, even Microsoft with the Xbox One, they're sitting pretty. So any of this bullshit, at least nowadays, okay, where you say that these companies need the money to keep the services online. First of all, these are the same services that get taken down by, what was it, Lizard Squad, you know, around Christmas and shit, who are constantly being fucked with all the time. I see Facebook posts all the time in these groups that I'm in where people will be like, oh man, the PlayStation server is down today. Oh man, the Xbox server is down today. Where I'm sitting on my PC, you know, if I want to play something on Steam, I can play it there. If I want to play something on, you know, Blizzard, I go play some. And that's another thing. Let's say you have an Xbox One. You chose that as your console, and you know you like it, and you bought the Xbox Live to play your games. Well, now your buddy wants to play Last of Us with you on your PS4 because you somehow were able to afford that. Well, you can't just play it because you paid for one thing. No, you have to pay for both. That's right. You have to pay for your Xbox Live and then Sony, what is it, PlayStation Experience or whatever it's called. So altogether, that's $120, I would assume, including tax. And if you live in one of those other countries where that shit is like taxed heavily, I think, holy hot damn, you guys are fucked in the asshole, and you are getting fucked humble with that kind of shit. But you're paying $120, you know what I mean, to enjoy something on two different platforms, where again, I can play, you know, something on the Blizzard launcher for absolutely free. I just pay for the game. I can play something on Steam for absolutely free. I can hop on Origin and play their shit for absolutely free. And it's just like, how can you defend this anymore? I mean, again, you go back to like 2004 with something like, Halo or the original Xbox, you know what I mean, and play something on there. Yeah, back then you didn't really know, but you have the internet. You can look this shit up for yourself. There's literally zero reasons for you to buy this anymore. It's as stupid, okay, as you buying a car. You need to pay for gas on it, but every time you turn on the car, there's a little meter, like in a taxi, that starts filling up that you have to pay for the company just to use the car. Do you see how stupid that is? You're doing basically the same thing to a lesser extent. I mean, it's only $60, but still, like that. Imagine how much money they've made off of doing this that they really didn't need to charge you for, but you continuously buy it. I don't know, man. Like, this shit's stupid. Honestly, stop fucking doing it. That's why I switched to PC. That's one of the reasons. Because why would I pay for something while I'm already paying for the internet? And gaming these days ain't exactly cheap. Alright, these games on the console, like full $60. I mean, unless you want to get it somewhere else, or you want to wait a couple months for it to go down in price, like GameStop. I mean, gaming is already expensive as it is, and you're getting fucked over with day one DLC and everything else. So why would you fuck yourself over more with this? I've never understood it. But hey, that's just my opinion. Leave yours in the comments. This is Super Snow. I'll see you guys later. Have a nice day.